mounted on the opposite wall containing evidence of my life's ambitions over the past 15 years. 208 little jam jars of dirt and sand line the shelves, each meticulously labeled with the place where I'd collected them. The lot of them spanned 7 continents and over 30 countries. Majorca, Madeira, McMurdo. Repetition has long been at the center of my own personal awareness. To collect and catalog the earth that I've encountered from my travels around the world is to give it life beyond the brief moment I tread upon it. Lago Grey, Playa Escondida, Mont Ventoux. From the initial moment of realizing a new location, to selecting the dirt, to transporting it across land and ocean, to the labeling and displaying of the collection, the project created its own form of meditative nostalgia for a place and the person I was at that moment. The River Thames, the Amazon, the Nile. As both record and shrine to a former life of wanderlust and curiosity, my collection of dirt sat before me, reminding me of all the places where I would have rather been. Absent from the shelf was the one place where I actually was. Whatever, it was outside. Scala, Sorrento, San Sebastian. My hangover and I continued on to my desk, where a stack of race numbers sat, awaiting inspiration. Dating back over 20 years, the bibs invoked a life of races on all 7 continents. As with my collection of dirt, they served as a reminder of the person I was during certain moments in my life. The skinny high school kid trying to break 18 minutes in the 5K. The waiter trying to make the U.S. mountain running team. The dishwasher at the South Pole competing in the 2.2-mile race around the world, or a barely sponsored athlete trying desperately to remain relevant. August 19th, 2012, Grintovec, Slovenia. 12 kilometers, 2,000 meters of climbing. First, 1 hour, 12 minutes, 47 seconds. August 7th, 2013, Canadian Death Race, Alberta. 125 kilometers, first, 12 hours, 7 minutes, 40 seconds. Course record. September 12th, 2011. World Mountain Running Championships, Sierre, Switzerland. 12 kilometers, 11th place, 47 minutes, 19 seconds. From alongside the pile of bibs, I pulled a small notebook closer and opened it. For the past month, every day since I announced that I would be running across the country, I committed myself to 1 drawing per day, specifically a map of the United States done from memory. The repetition and routine forced me to reckon with my lack of understanding and knowledge of the country I call home. The number of states varied from less than 40 to over 60. The 4 corners sometimes only contained 3. Cape Cod, the Chesapeake Bay, and Puget Sound were routinely eliminated. Florida was all sorts of different dangles. Missouri and Indiana frequently disappeared. In one map, Texas dominated over half the country. Following a night filled with television images of red and blue electoral maps, I was confident that I could put together one of my more accurate maps, but also fairly certain that knowing the shape of the country meant little in terms of actually understanding the country. I flipped to the next blank page and set the point of my pen down on the top left corner. It traveled down the Washington and Oregon coast, bulging out along the central coast of California and down to the border of Mexico. Across and down for Arizona, New Mexico, and then following the Rio Grande along the southern border of Texas to the Gulf of Mexico, carving out the southern outline of Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and the Florida dangle before curving up and out for the rest of the South. My pen squiggled the outlines of bays, islands, and capes up to the dull Horn of Maine before making its way back down and to the left to form the Great Lakes, Michigan's Glove, the Upper Peninsula, and the Boundary Waters. From there, it's a straight line along the 49th parallel, all the way back to the northwest corner of Washington. After filling in the country's outline, I inserted the Mississippi River, then all the square states, then the northern borders, or Texas and Florida. The rest of the South followed, and then New England, and then the Midwest, and finally the Rust Belt. It wasn't perfect, but it was the most accurate map I'd drawn up until that point. The final